Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. Or if you'd like to support the ministry, you can do so by PayPal, garethcahoon3@gmail.com. This one's a sad story about Eva Schloss, Holocaust survivor, and Anne Frank's stepsister dies at 96. She was a tireless voice for Holocaust remembrance. Eva Schloss, a Holocaust survivor and the stepsister of Anne Frank, passed away at the age of 96. The Anne Frank Trust UK, a Holocaust education foundation she co-founded, announced on Sunday schools spent decades educating people about the Holocaust. The Anne Frank House in said Scholos died on January the 3rd in London. Born Eva Geringer in 1929 in Vienna, she was just 11 years old when Nazi Germany annexed Austria. Her Jewish family initially fled to Belgium, later to Amsterdam, where they settled next door to Anne Frank's family. Scholos and Frank who were of similar age, often played together as children. Frank was murdered in Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945 after the Second World War. Otto Frank married Scholos' mother, Elfriede Scholos, father and brother, who were murdered by the Nazis during the Holocaust. Her family expressed great sadness and praised her as a remarkable woman and a Holocaust survivor, a devoted Holocaust educator, tireless in her work for remembrance, understanding and peace. In 2022, Scholos danced with King Charles III at a special event in London. Queen Camilla, the patron of the Anne Frank Trust UK Foundation, announced that the royals were greatly saddened by the news that Scholos had passed away. We are both privileged and proud to have known her, and we admired her deeply, the royal couple said in an official statement. Otto Frank encouraged his stepdaughter Eva to pursue her interest in photography in 1952. She moved to London to study and eventually met her husband, Zvi Skolos. They married a year later and had three daughters in 2021. Then 92-year-old Eva Skolos regained the Austrian citizenship that she lost during the Nazi takeover in 1938. Into her 90s, she spoke with tireless passion, often giving several talks a day, including in prisons and schools, said Gillian Wiles, Vice President of the Anne Frank Trust UK. Eva's legacy lives on in the lives she touched and the history she so bravely kept alive, Wallens concluded. In June 2025, amid a surge in global anti-Semitism following the Hamas October 7th attack in southern Israel, Anne Frank exhibition in New York decided to give away 10,000 copies of Anne Frank's famous diary. Anne Frank's diary is not just a historical document, it is a beacon of hope and a call to action, explained Ronald Leopold, executive director of the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam, the organizer of the New York exhibition. Her words inspire us to confront injustice and to promote tolerance and human dignity. By distributing thousands of copies of her diary and expanding access to the exhibition, we are reaffirming our commitment to education and remembrance, Leopold stated. In February 25, Anne Frank's childhood friend Jacqueline Van Marsen died at the age of 96. These are wonderful, wonderful people who spent the rest of their days after what they so blatantly suffered and were persecuted beyond all imagination, spent the rest of their lives fighting so that the world could be freed from the devastation of anti-Semitism. There's a difference between anti-Semites and Jew haters and anti-Zionists. There's no difference between them. They all come from the same root, and that is evil. These people fought to stay alive during the worst period in our history, and they did so with courage bravery and with a good demeanour. They never got angry. They kept love in their hearts and their souls. And that is the importance of having God in your life, because He can cover a multitude of evils with His supernatural love that He has for each one who wants to call on His name and have their sins forgiven. I just hope that this lady was a believer in God and His Son Yeshua, because He will be her salvation. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.